Hello YouTube, this is Miss Krazigan. I'm back. I'm gonna keep the room dark for right now. I'm planning for a live stream later today. Maybe I'll have to push it off to 7 or 8. I'm gonna be playing a full game from start to finish, but I want to get this. Apparently One Punch Man came out today too. Well, Fairy Tail came out yesterday, but I had work. And One Punch Man came out today. I want to cover both of them and get them up for you guys. And there's also a new Mountain Dew flavor I tried with my brother, and a pump. I don't know if we put it up already, but there's also a Oreo flavor that needs to go up. Other than that, those are the 4 videos planned for today and the live stream. But I want to try to get all those videos out, or at least scheduled before the live stream, because the live stream is going to probably be at least 3-4 hours long. The game is a longer one, and I'm playing from the very beginning to the very end during the live stream. So jumping into this is Fairy Tail chapter 172. I got head knowledge. Good thing I didn't pick up yesterday. The source I usually read from, someone went through and didn't post the pages in correct order, so I found a different site. So I'm reading on here now. Everything seems like to be in order. This is the site I used last time. More than likely I'll just keep using the site in the future if it just keeps happening. But yeah, we're doing Fairy Tail 100-Year Quest chapter 172. If you're new here, I do every so often. I'll show it just for you guys. I'll show off panels every so often. We'll just talk about them. Otherwise, this chapter is called Six versus Sex, Showdown. Araxone 6 versus Araxone Sechs. That is absolutely not what's the name of it, but I just can't think what it's actually. That's probably not how it's pronounced. I keep pronouncing it that way. Otherwise, I will first start off real quick. I didn't think I stated it enough in the last one. I'm really hoping they show off how they destroyed the Dragon God. That was it here, because I didn't realize it until someone commented that all Araxone Sechs, the demons, none of them seem like they have battle damage at all, which means they beat a Dragon God at full power and didn't get any damage. But also, I could say maybe for doubt, the creator of these demons did have a power of acnologia, so maybe they're on the same scale. But I'm hoping in the future, if it's not this chapter, we see what happened to the Dragon God. Maybe it wasn't fully destroyed. Maybe it was a fake out, and they are hoping to get back, and they destroy the crystal, and it's gone. I don't know. We'll find out, hopefully, sometime. Really, hopefully. But, otherwise, real quick, got a new t-shirt. Got 3 new t-shirts, all bo. I'm still looking for Fairy Tail t-shirts. I got a few ideas. I will probably have a Fairy Tail t-shirt and One Punch Man t-shirt here soon. Because these t-shirts I just bought were a test. I got them in the biggest size they could, because shirts shrink, clothing shrink. I like to be comfortable. So, these are phenomenal, and if I can find a good Fairy Tail t-shirt or a One Punch Man t-shirt, I'll wear them. More than likely in the future, if I do, sorry, I'm still rambling. I'm sorry. If I do have a Fairy Tail t-shirt, I will probably wear it mainly for Fairy Tail. Maybe get 2 or more. I don't know. Otherwise, let's jump into the chapter. Chapter 172, Sex versus Sex. Seis, Araxone 6 versus Sechs. The cover was gray, making a card pyramid, and Juvia jumping towards him and Natsu jumping towards him. So we left off all 6 members, plus 1 hooded one. I said hopefully Jalal. So who are you? Former member of Crime Sorcier. Me, Rudy. She seems familiar. It's been forever. The problem is when they introduce a character like her. Oh, it's her. Since I don't see the hair top color, it's the pink haired one. The one that did the Lincoln magic, right? She could link people's magic powers. That's how they beat Acting Logia and all that in the past. They also linked emotions at some point with Urza and Jalal. Okay. Maybe I'll turn on the lights here in a little bit, but not until after. But we got her. So it'll be neat to see how she performs here. Also, how Raxion 6 performs at all. She looked into stuff. So here we are. So you're... Scrundrels called themselves the Six Demons. Creepy. How long are you gonna be hung up on the number 6, Father? 6 of them as well. Oh, I see. You're nothing! I'll wipe you all out! Fuck it. Oh, fuck it. Wrong thing. He's going fucking, he's powering up. Fucking cool. Fucking love panels like this. Fucking, just the close-up this fucker. I didn't have to go that far. Look at him. Just look at that motherfucker. My brother's favorite character is him. Ever since he turned good way back, my brother just loves him in the Raxion 6. I did not write down their names, so I'm sorry. I will hopefully have their names next time. I should have their names already written down. At least Raxion 6. I probably will. This guy, he's incredibly powerful. I'm a bird. You can't get me with. Too slow. And fucking. Oh, he sped up and just need the Birdman. Birdman. Batman's worst enemy. You need him into the face. I'm sorry. Like I said, I have this and the other thing, One Punch Man, to record. I'm also super, I'm tired because I didn't get a lot of sleep. But I also am just a little stressed out. So, sorry. I'm gonna go off the rails, like a usual fairy tale. I can hear ya. Ugh. Yeah, I'm guessing each one will have the perfect opponent. The Snake Wielder versus the Venom Dragon Slayer. The Speedster versus Birdman. I can't think of his name now. The Father versus the Son. Zero versus... I can't think. I absolutely cannot think of the lady's name. Versus the one that said that she melted the dragon god, which I'm very curious. Or they melted the dragon god. Here's the problem. I don't know their names. I'm sorry. I'll quickly show you, because these are the 3 I really don't know the names off the top of my head. These 3 matchups, they just said her name, but I've already forgotten it. I'm gonna have to. Here's the thing. I don't want to write down the names of the Raxion Sechs, the demons, but I'm gonna have to write them down because they're gonna be defeated at some point, but I'm gonna have to write them down, otherwise I'm not gonna be good at fucking reviewing the fights or saying, because we're eventually gonna have like one-on-one fights, like full power, but okay, back over to the father-son fight. Why don't you wake up already? Oh. And you can see it's like a full-on attack. between each other. They're just attacking back and forth, back and forth. It's more like one of them is attacking and it fucking can't think. My brain no work. Like they're almost to the point of they're dodging each other's moves, but attacks will eventually hit. I'm guessing whatever we get here, it's not gonna be like too intense because they're setting up the fights. This is a setup chapter, if anything. Is my guess, they're setting up the opponents with the other opponents, so then we can get fights. Hopefully, whoever beat the Dragon God, maybe we'll see it while they're fighting each other. That would be my only hope. You go Urza, but go to Dramil. It's in trouble. You're the only one who can save the town, Urza. Understood. Stay safe. Who do you think you're talking to? Don't underestimate the Erection 6. Would ya? You have her jumping into a fight. Like I said, this is a setup chapter. I'm not expecting a full fight here. There's no way we're getting a full fight here. Huh? Bet you're worth melting. That's 'cause I'm fired up. For the first time in ages. Go ahead and melt me. I've got a fire in my belly. I would love, offhanded, one of them fucking just says that in the middle of the battle. Like, what would Natsu, like, so fucking thinking about Natsu and thinking, what would he say? I won't let you fly the coop. Birdman, you have to deal with the speedster. If you do not deal with the speedster, you're not getting her. The speedster will keep you in line. Each of you guys have your match. You guys are looking down on the Raxion 6. Do not look down on them. They are decent opponents. Also, we haven't really seen them fight forever. So they could just be fucking good now. Here's the thing. I can't in my right mind remember their fight at the end of Fairy Tail, the final season or whatever. I can't remember their fight. I want to say Raxion 6 did help in the fights. I just can't remember it. That's the problem. Is my last memory of them fighting is way back. And that's the biggest problem. If you guys remember what episodes they fought in, I have all the seasons bought. Almost all the seasons. I don't think I have the first 8 seasons of Fairy Tail bought. But if you guys remember when they fought against the Everez Empire, whenever they fought against them, tell me the episodes. I'll go back and watch them. I'm absolutely would go back and watch them because I just can't remember them fighting. That's the thing. Okay, let's get this started. Okay, we're moving over to Fire God's Castle. Over to Flame Me. I'm through with you. I said I was sorry. It's true, Natsu. But you were an enemy up till a little while ago. Who cares about a kick or two? I suppose I see your point. Right? Don't just agree, Natsu. Fortune, oh yeah, Miss Fortune, is a good girl. Gosh, Happy. Fortune, huh? Great name. Sounds yummy. You want to eat her? So, Fortune. I want to stop Ignia. Tell me where he is, would ya? Would you kindly? Would you be so kind? Every time I hear would ya, I always go back to BioShock. I shouldn't, but, he said he was going to find some black wizard named Ferris. Where? Think he's using smell to find her, so I don't know. Smell. That's an idea. But you're not a dragon. Natsu's nose is amazing. He's not a dragon, but he was trained by dragons. He was trained by dragons, and he has Dragon Slayer magic. He has a really good nose. I'm sorry. I'm off my rockers. I would joke that I'm off my meds, but I'm not. I don't take meds. I take meds for like basic stuff like vitamin D and stuff that I just don't get enough of. But fuck it. Never mind. That way, huh? Like I said, amazing. But that's where Jamil is. Fuck. What's going on? Urza has landed at Jamil. Urza has taken the battle bus and has landed at Jamil in the middle of the conflict. Fuck me. I need to stop. Here's Jamil, just real quick. It's chaos. It's chaos. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, guys. This manga chapter review has been chaos. That's what it is. Jamil, I was like, I know this from something. It was the town that they went to before going to Alderaan. It was the town that kind of monitored Alderaan in a certain sake. Wow. That was so long ago. I was not pulled that out of my head. There's no way I was going to put Jamil out of my head. I'm sorry. Oh, excuse me. Trying to think. So, for the chapter, for my rating of this chapter, what would I give it? Because that's what I'm trying to think. So what will I give this chapter? I think, just looking out for this chapter, I think I'll give it... Sorry, I'm opening up a drink. It's a setup chapter. It's like a 7 out of 10. Here's the thing. We know who is working with Eraxion 6. We got her, which is neat to see. And that probably makes it like a 7.5. We also have Urza and Natsu both heading to Jamil. Like, that's where they're heading. Which means... there's going to be some interesting chaos. Jalal has already left. He's already flown the coop, right? He's fully gone, right? We know he's gone. I'm only asking because you know how fucked it would be if... I don't know. I would say if Urza gets like mortally injured, mortally wounded here, and Jalal is just nearby, you know how fucked that would be? Like, we saw an attack or two, or new attacks from Jalal when he fought, but I would love to see pissed off Jalal. Like, really pissed off Jalal, where he goes all in on a fight. And I don't think we've seen that in Fairy Tail 100 Quest. I don't think we've seen Jalal, like, full piss, like, full, fuck this, I'm going 100%, and no one's stopping me. Here's the thing, I'm only bringing Jalal in it because I would love another Jalal and, like, Urza fight against something, but he's gone. I would absolutely love a Jalal getting pissed off, like fucking fuming, and him going 100% at something and just show off moves, like just start showing off moves. I would not be the only one being happy with that. Ugh. Ooh. Sorry, a drink that will come out in like a week, because this week is busy. Maybe at the end of the week. I don't want to spoil that one. But let's try and cover up. Fuck. The thing is, with the Raxone 6 versus the Sechs, that's more than likely, Sechs is probably not how you pronounce that, but I can't see it pronounced any other way in my head. And it's going to stick like that. So I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. But for them versus each other, the fights will be neat to see, like how much they do. But here's the thing with that, is I don't know. I would love for the Raxone 6 to win. And maybe they will. The problem is, if they win without a fight, without a decent fight from the Raxone Sechs, people will be pissed. People are going to be pissed anyways, because then you're like, can the Raxone 6 be a dragon god because they were able to beat a dragon god off screen? Like, that is the whole problem with this. Is you have to, their fight cannot end quickly. There's no way Raxone 6 versus Sechs, there's no way their fights end quickly. There might be a fake out, like, oh, they're defeated, but they're not defeated. Release form, something. There's going to be something stupid with it. Because we're going to see incredible fights. It's just how much. Here's the thing. I'm not worried about Raxone Sechs showing off moves. I'm guessing they're going to be incredible. My problem is, I wonder how many moves we're going to see a Raxone 6 pull off. Hopefully they can handle stand the ground and actually beat them. But my only thing is the way they could say, like, if they come against one of the opponents and they just can't beat them, they could share magical power. That might be the biggest reason for her being there. Can't think of her name. I'm sorry. That might be the biggest reason for Rudy to be there. If I remember correctly, she shared the magic power between each other. She could technically share the magic power between them, and they could put all of their power into one fighter. Give me 1 second. I need to know a name. I just cannot remember the name. For some reason. Midnight versus Zero. I couldn't think of Midnight's name, even though we saw it last chapter. So Midnight versus Zero. That's the only fight I'm worried about. And that would be the fight I could see them giving power to Midnight. Because Zero could be really powerful. And I wouldn't doubt it. It's just that I don't know with this. I'm giving this a 7.5 out of 10. But I don't, there's so much buildup on this. This is just buildup. That's the problem. Is I'm hoping we stay on Raxone 6 versus Sechs, and we get that over and done with before we move somewhere else. But I'm guessing next chapter is going to be what's happening in Dramil. Like, we're gonna get that, and then we're gonna get like flashbacks. I'm hoping if they flash back, like they flash back over to Araxxon 6 fights or some other fight going on. I'm hoping they only focus on one fight when they flash back over. Like, we're seeing what is happening in Dramil, and then we flash back over to Midnight's fight versus Zero, and we only focus on that. I would love that, but I'm guessing when we flash back over, it's going to be like a panel or two of each fight. I don't want to see that. I want to see, if we're seeing Dramil, I'm perfectly fine with seeing Dramil, as long as when they flash back over to the Six versus Sechs, it's one fight they're showing off. Not even to completion, but just showing off. Because I would rather have them show off one fight, mostly, every so often, than keep just flipping from fight to fight to fight to fight. It just doesn't feel right. There should be a decent portion of just page of just one fight. But I have a bad feeling that they're gonna go to Dramil this next chapter, and then it's gonna be, we see 2 panels or 2 pages or 1 page each of every fight still going on, all 6 fights, and then we're back to Dramil. That is my fear. My fear is that, and it destroys me, because that's my fear, and I can see it happening. I've read Fairy Tail enough, and I've watched Fairy Tail enough to be like, that could absolutely happen. We go Dramil, see some of it, we flash back over, the last 6 pages are, each page is the fight. Each fight, 6 fights. Last 6 pages could be that. I would say last 6, and then there'll be the final page, like, not even the last 6, like 6 before the final, and the final page would be back over Dramil. Or it'll be like Midnight and saying Midnight versus Zero, and them saying, I'm gonna win this time, or something stupid. It's just Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail is such a... I love Fairy Tail to death. That's why I have this tattoo. My first tattoo. My second tattoo is Gurren Lagann. My third tattoo is gonna be Full Metal Alchemist. I'm waiting for my tattoo place to reopen. They just moved shop. Once they reopen, I'm making an appointment. I'm getting a tattoo right here. And my 4th tattoo will be a ReZero tattoo. Getting both of these tattoo on the palm of my hand and tattoo on my wrist at the same time. The one on the wrist is not big. But and I have plans for another Fairy Tail tattoo. I don't know if I've said this. I want something to do with Laxus's lightning symbol, with something along the quote of, I think one of my I'm going off the end. This is going to be in the outro section if you guys are curious. My other tattoo idea, and it's still way in development, like I would have to fully sit down and like plan it out, is I want something to do with Laxus, maybe his lightning symbol. But my favorite quote of him saying something is let me actually pull it up because I can never remember it. Is him versus I can't think of the guy's name now. The monster, the 5th seat of the top 5 the Wizard Saint during the arena. And it's like right before the final strike. He says, what would Natsu think? He says to the opponent, now I've got a fire in my belly. I would love just the quote. It might just be the quote. And maybe a lightning border or something around it. I would love just that, because it is my favorite Laxus moment ever. Is him fighting the Wizard Saint and pulling out a Natsu quote. Fucking, it's one of my favorite moments of like all of Fairy Tail. And I'm sorry, I'm off the deep end. This happens all the time. If you're ever curious, now I've got a fire in my belly. fucking... Let's try a round of a no holds barred and see who's standing. Sorry, this is long. This is gonna be bad. I don't know if this is coming out today. I'm saying right now, if this doesn't come out today because of the live stream on Wednesday, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I went off the deep end with this one. I'd rather not put this out after the live stream because the live stream is gonna be like 4 or 5 hours. If anything, if this doesn't come out sometime in the afternoon for Wednesday, then this will come out tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. EST. I will have it all scheduled and planned. So I'm sorry if this does come out. We're ending it here. Otherwise, I'm absolutely going to be talking for another 5 minutes or 10 minutes trying to think of what the hell is going to happen for chapter 173. Otherwise, if you guys like the video, if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, I recommend subscribing to the channel to keep all the content. Otherwise, it's been Mr. again, sign off. Have a good morning, have a good afternoon, have a good night. Wherever you are, just have a good day. Hope I see you guys next video, and peace.